We'll talk about Bitcoin's rise, its fall, and where it might go if we don't keep seeing the upside in this video. After reading what I'm about to say, which you will enjoy, we will look into what Grayscale is doing because another XRP ETF is coming out soon. There will also be a Lidcoin ETF, folks. The introduction of the ETF shows that big institutions are very involved in this bull cycle, which we briefly talked about in today's first video. We'll talk about this subject again because I'm about to tell you about the worst possible end of the world scenario that you need to watch out for and carefully show if it happens. 74% of the value of Bitcoin has been lost in the last 24 hours. Right now, the price of Ethereum is $2,600. At this very moment, Ethereum is down 2%. The price of both USDT and USDC right now is 99 cents. Based on our calculations, XRP has grown by 5 to 7%. With a 2 to 7 percentage point lead over the last day, this is more than it was this morning. I'm looking forward to the change from red to green for the next 30 days. These are the two things that could happen in 2025. Is there a chance that the records will trade now? As you know, data can be changed at any time. However, since we just recently met in North Carolina, I promised to keep you up to date on the latest news. This is what Keith sent me for the Stay Live last night. The green highlights show that these two things are true. Do you like this line about not having much experience? I'm sorry, but the arrival of the pink line is not what I wanted. I'm sure that XRP is real. I'm sure that XRP will reach even higher levels than before. We are looking at a 6xx go back even if we only break an all-time high from here. When an object gives back 6 times its value, no one should be sad. You can see that the stock market only gives you an annual return of 8 to 10%. This is what we want, an average return of 600%. No longer should it anger everyone. The facts are what they are. A lot of money can be made. If you put away $10,000, you can get $60,000 back. If you put in $100 billion, you can get out more than $500 billion. It's pretty satisfying to put $1 million into something and get $6 million back. I know that not everyone in Sundry has put $1 million, but it's important to understand the numbers and make dreams that are attainable. Canary Capital's ETF method will take a big step forward when it can be used for Bitcoin ETF. Yesterday, I showed a picture of the money coming into the Bitcoin ETF. We will show how much money came into the XRP ETF in 2025. We think this grayscale will turn into the price of XRP, going up in line with how much institutional funding we get and how many ETFs we buy. We are going to use Solana XRP and Avalanche to turn their cash into an ETF. The file says that Grayscale Investments has asked for permission to change the name of its virtual massive cap fund to. That holds Solana XRP into an exchange-traded fund ETF. Bitcoin and a hypothetical investment are also in the fund's holdings. This is very important. This is very important. This is the third ETF that can be used with XRP. I'll say it again, more ETFs mean more institutional capital and higher prices. Together, the ETF flows have reached $20 billion. $20 billion are now going to the Bitcoin ETF. Keep in mind that the price of XRP right now is $1.20. There's a lot of institutional money here, whether it is spent every day or on a regular basis. Joe, even if we covered all XRP holders in the market, we wouldn't have $20 billion to put to work. And I agree that the average XRP, which is about 16 XRP, is a small amount. Even though we care about all XRP holders around the world, we still don't have 20 billion. Dr. Profit says, I want you to understand why Bitcoin will never go below 48,000 again. I don't think we have a million. To trade the fee of XRP through ETFs, you should think about the 20 billion. He says that the price dropped more than $48,500 after the Bitcoin ETF was approved. Letting you know that the golden bull part has begun. Some of the biggest traders in the standard financial world started to deal in Bitcoin. During that time, it broke its all-time high for the first time. The price ranges from $48,000 to $74,000 right now. Don't forget that my goal price for Bitcoin is $74,000. I also think it will go up even more during the next part of this bull run. He thinks that people who normally buy things in the market will use this as their entry point and will aggressively lower the price. For the upcoming bear, the coming in dual market is important. This part of the golden bull may be very close to where the Bitcoin price is at its lowest. BlackRock owners will do everything they can to protect this spot, which is where they get in. BlackRock buyers think the areas are worth between $48,000 and $52,000. If the institutions knew who sold them those insurance, They might not have suffered financial losses, liquidation, or a drop in their return on investment. As I said before, there's a big hole in the market for investment. If this hole doesn't get filled, it's likely that the market will experience both a sharp drop and a rise. If this hole is closed, traders will no longer have any long positions in Bitcoin. Let me take more time to read this and draw it. This article makes new statements that aren't consistent. What is the real date that the secretary wants to talk about the job appeal? Someone else filed it at the second, which means you should have done it today, since the time has passed. Some people say it's not even Friday yet. I'm not a lawyer, so I have no idea why the filings will happen, but be careful. Give it until the cops run out of weapons, which is Friday at the end of the day. The end of the workday or the following day is not now. If the secretary doesn't get this up by tomorrow at 11:59 p.m., they'll skip the deadline and automatically drop the case. If they don't file, the case is thrown out and they can't get it again. In the meantime, though, let's wait and see what happens. But get ready, because Bitcoin is about to rise above XRP. You know the numbers, you know the goal, and you know the price charts. The fact that XRP is going up instead of down on the charts is great.